It was evening time. A monk and a woodcutter were passing through a dense forest. The monk was giving advice to the woodcutter and said, "Whenever a person spends time with himself, away from the crowd, various types of worries starts arising in his mind. The nature of human such that he thinks negatively most of the time. Instead of thinking how to achieve his goals, human thinks what will happen if his goals are not achieved. And because of this type of negative ideology, human continues to live in fear. If this fear is explained with full intelligence and awareness, then this fear becomes the cause of human downfall. How can a person who doubts himself become successful? But if this fear is used wisely, then this fear can become his biggest strength." Saying this, the monk became silent and, silently concentrating on his steps, started moving forward through the wild grass. The woodcutter did not understand the words of the monk. He was wondering how there could be strength in fear. Fear makes a man weak. He asked the monk, "Master, I did not understand your word." But before he could finish his sentence, he heard the roar of a lion. Hearing the lion's roar, he began to tremble with fear. He became completely alert. He could clearly hear every sound coming from the forest. His steps were frozen at the spot. His heart was beating rapidly. After some time, when the danger was over, the monk started saying, "Just now, when you were scared, every pore of your body was awakened. Your attention was focused on even the smallest sound coming from the forest. But before this, until you heard the roar of the lion, you were lost in thoughts. But when you were scared, all of your thoughts disappeared and you were in present moment. If you had to run away from the lion or fight with it, you would have seen the capabilities of your body, which you have never seen before." When our mind is in a fearful situation, in this time our brain and body function at their peak. In this time, the hearing ability of your ears becomes sharper, you become fully alert, your activity increases, and as that fear ends, you go to the old relaxed state. That is why, instead of removing fear, a person should think, how can he turn his fear into strength? Just as happiness and sorrow, light and darkness are two sides of the same coin, similarly, fear and strength are also two sides of the same coin. Just as darkness is not complete without light, similarly, strength without fear also has no importance. The woodcutter was very impressed by the monk's knowledge. He bowed at his feet and asked him, "Master, darkness can be filled with light by lighting a lamp, but how can one convert one's fear into strength?" Monk said, "A person who remains immersed in worries about past and future becomes a victim of mental fear. That is why most people are not able to fully trust their decisions, and these decisions or those decisions which are taken half-heartedly do not allow his work to be completed." If a person has to convert his mental fear into strength, first solution is to observe our thoughts. If we observe our thoughts in our life, we will find that most of our thoughts are imaginary. We should understand that out of all thoughts arising in our mind, which are useful thoughts and useless thoughts, we have to keep removing the useless thoughts and start thinking deeply about the useful thoughts. Only then you will find solutions to your problems and confusions. Another way to overcome mental fear is to face it. This does not mean that you go and stand in front of the lion. Similarly, there are many fears in human life, such as fear of examination, fear of not achieving goals, fear of lying, fear of finding out of truth, fear of losing loved ones. But as these fears are faced with time, these fears go away from life. Some people are even afraid to talk openly in front of others. Such people should talk to people. The more they talk to people, the more their fear go away. The third way to transform mental fear into strength is to accept your fear. If you are afraid of something, there is no need to hide it or hesitate. Every human being is afraid of something or the other, and you will find that as soon as you accept your fear starts to disappear, and the more you try to hide your fear, the stronger your fear becomes. So, if a person keeps control over himself in difficult times, then his brain works properly and he can come out of that situation immediately by taking the right decision. We have to remember that anything can happen in life. Life is very miraculous. It does not work as per our thinking. Rather, anything can happen in it. And this is the beauty of life. Life remains like a mysterious book. Then you will never get tired of your life. Your life will continue to surprise you. With these methods, you can remove your mental and physical fears and live a life full of happiness. By saying that, the monk ended his speech. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.